The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms 1953. The story follows a prehistoric monster, the Rhedosaurus, awakened from its Arctic ice tomb by an atomic bomb test. After being freed, the creature wreaks havoc, making its way to New York City. The beast destroys everything in its path, from lighthouses to ships, before culminating in a climactic battle in Coney Island. Central to the plot are Professor Tom Nesbitt, who survives an early encounter with the creature and tries to warn others, and paleontologist Dr. Thurgood Elson, who helps identify the creature. The climax occurs when military forces attempt to stop the rampaging beast with a radioactive isotope at a roller coaster. Cast: Paul Christian as Professor Tom Nesbitt, Paula Raymond as Lee Hunter, Cecil Kellaway as Dr. Thurgood Elson, Kenneth Tobey as Colonel Jack Evans, Lee Van Cleef as Corporal Stone. Director: Eugene Lowry. Special effects: Ray Harryhausen. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms is considered one of the first atomic age monster movies and laid the groundwork for future films in the genre. Its commercial success directly influenced the creation of Godzilla 1954, and other kaiju films. The movie was loosely based on Ray Bradbury's short story The Foghorn, though the connection came about unintentionally. The producers realized the script had similarities to Bradbury's story and secured the rights to avoid legal issues. This also gave the film a marketing edge by tying it to Bradbury's name. The Rhedosaurus's distinctive sound effects were created by blending various animal noises, including those of elephants and alligators, since prehistoric creatures obviously left no record of how they sounded. Unlike many monster movies that use actual prehistoric creatures, for example, Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Rhedosaurus was entirely fictional. Ray Harryhausen designed it to evoke a mixture of dinosaur-like features while making it unique. The lighthouse destruction scene is one of the film's most memorable moments and is directly inspired by the foghorn. In both the story and the film, the creature mistakes the lighthouse's sound for a mating call and attacks it. This was Ray Harryhausen's first project as the primary effects artist. His innovative use of stop-motion animation, combined with live-action footage, would become his signature style and earn him legendary status in Hollywood. Like many 1950s sci-fi films, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms is steeped in Cold War paranoia. The Rhedosaurus is awakened by an atomic bomb test, reflecting fears about nuclear weapons and the unintended consequences of humanity's technological advancements. The climactic battle at Coney Island's Cyclone roller coaster was filmed using a detailed miniature set. The Rhedosaurus's death, achieved with the radioactive isotope, was both thrilling and symbolic, showcasing the destructive power of radiation. Lee Van Cleef, who later became a prominent star in westerns like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly 1966, played Corporal Stone. He uses a grenade launcher to deliver the killing blow to the Rhedosaurus in the film's final moments. In an unusual touch, the creature was depicted as carrying a deadly, prehistoric bacteria in its bloodstream. This plot point added tension and a layer of scientific curiosity, as the characters needed to avoid infecting the population while stopping the beast. Footage from The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms was reused in later monster movies, including The Giant Behemoth, 1959 and Gorgo, 1961. It became a go-to source for stock footage of rampaging monsters. The miniature lighthouse scene was so detailed that Ray Harryhausen had to manually animate the destruction frame by frame, taking hours for just a few seconds of footage. Decades after its release, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms remains a cult favorite. Its combination of thrilling action, innovative effects, and Cold War themes ensures its place as a seminal work in the monster movie genre. The film was produced on a modest budget of $200,000. This was a relatively small amount even for the 1950s, especially for a film requiring extensive special effects. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms was a massive financial success, earning an estimated $5 million worldwide. This impressive box office return represented a 25x profit, making it one of the most profitable films of its time, especially in the science fiction and monster movie genres. Positive reviews. Critics and audiences alike praised Ray Harryhausen's groundbreaking stop-motion animation. The Rhedosaurus was lifelike and seamlessly integrated with live-action scenes, a major technical achievement for its time. The film's narrative, inspired by Ray Bradbury's The Foghorn, combined suspense, science fiction, and action effectively. Viewers appreciated its pacing and climactic finale at Coney Island. Despite its modest budget, the film delivered high entertainment value through its dynamic action sequences, creative destruction scenes, and tense atmosphere. Negative reviews. Some reviewers criticized the human characters as underdeveloped, serving primarily to advance the plot without much depth or emotional resonance. While audiences were generally forgiving, a few critics noted the lack of scientific rigor, such as the fictional Rhedosaurus and the implausibility of its survival and behavior. Some felt the story followed a formulaic approach, with little deviation from typical monster movie conventions of the time. Though the special effects were a highlight, a few critics noted the low-budget production's limitations, such as rudimentary set designs and occasional lapses in visual continuity. Today, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms is widely regarded as a classic, with its positive aspects far outweighing its flaws. While some elements of the film may feel dated or simplistic, its historical importance and Harryhausen's contributions continue to be celebrated by critics and fans of the genre. It holds a solid place in the pantheon of monster movies and remains an influential touchstone in cinematic history.